The US PGA Championship is getting underway at Valhalla Golf Club in Kentucky. Barring late withdrawals, the top 100 in the world will play for the first time ever at a major. But it's the man at number one who's getting all the attention. After winning the third leg of a career Grand Slam at Royal Liverpool, Rory McIlroy is golf's hottest property.
Been a great few weeks, obviously. Starting off with the Open Championship at Hoylake, and then backing that up last week at Firestone, get my first World Golf Championship under my belt as well. So, game feels in really good shape, obviously, and coming in here with a lot of confidence.
Relaxed but focused, McIlroy admits he doesn't have much experience of Valhalla. In fact, he was just 11 and watching on TV the last time the PGA was staged here. But if Rory continues the way he's played the last two tournaments, he'll be tough to beat.
I know it's a long golf course. There's going to be quite a few drivers off tees and going to have to drive the ball well. So, I feel like I've driven the ball very well the last few weeks. So hopefully I can continue to do that.
To say he's been hitting the ball well is an understatement. Around a notoriously narrow Firestone Country Club, Rory led the field in driving distance at an average of almost 335 yards. He backed that up by hitting almost 80% of greens in regulation. Impressive stuff.
I've always had the speed and I've always had the power, but I haven't really had maybe the strength or the stability to hold on to it the whole way through my swing. So working on a couple of different things in the gym has definitely helped. When you talk about my game being in a certain zone, mentally I'm in a good place on the course and I'm staying in the present, and that's really why you're seeing the sort of golf that I'm playing over the past few weeks.
The Wanamaker Trophy is at stake this week, and Rory lifted it aloft only 2 years ago, blowing away a world-class field at Kiowa by 8 strokes. Add in his 8-shot US Open victory in 2011, and it's fair to say McIlroy's pretty confident when it comes to the back nine on Sunday at golf's biggest events.
Experience and knowing what it feels like to be in that position is a huge thing. It's a great thing to be able to fall back on, and it took me a couple of goes. It really did. It took me a couple of goes to feel comfortable in the position of being in the mix in a major in the back nine on Sunday, and it's a very important part of trying to close out tournaments is having the experience to fall back on.
Rory has now joined Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods as the only players to win 3 majors by the age of 25.
I said at the start of the year that golf was looking for someone to put their hand up and sort of become one of the dominant players in the game, and I felt like I had the ability to do that, and it's just nice to be able to win a few tournaments and get back to where I feel like I should be, which is near the top of the world rankings and competing in majors and winning golf tournaments. I don't think it's productive at all to read anything about yourself. So, I try not to. I try to stay away from it as much as I can. Obviously, it's hard to stay away from everything, but I try not to read too much of the stuff that's being written, because if you read everything that was being written, I'd turn up to the first tee here on Thursday thinking I'd already won the tournament.